Good morning, everyone. It's 10:01. I hope you all are doing well. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day. I'm gonna turn down my ear. I decided I didn't want to cook breakfast today. Oh man, yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope all is well with you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year and Happy New Year. Oh, 2020. You have the highs and you have the lows. 2020 was a rough year, guys. I'm gonna tell you. Well, I don't gotta tell you. You guys already know. It was a rough year. I'm just hoping that this year is not like last year. You know. Just still sad over the loss of MF Doom. That was like the shocker in the last day of 2020. That was the shocker for me. Shocker. Oh, that's a word. I just couldn't believe it. I'm just like, oh man. And it's so crazy how when somebody legendary like MF Doom transitions, that now you see it all over the news, you see it all over major publications. The question we should always ask is, where were these publications when he was putting out epic music? You know, where was these publications when he was going through his situations? You know, all artists go through depression. The list goes on. It's just like, it's what they say. When you transition as an artist, you're worth more when you transition. And that is so sad, and it should not be like that. I'm definitely an advocate of giving people their flowers while they are living. You should do that, because all the love and just support and everything, sometimes artists don't know that, you know, when they're not here anymore. I mean, they'll probably know, they're looking down and be like, oh, you know, at least somebody cared for me. But it's just like, yo. So I'm telling you guys that if you have artists that you love dearly, like MF Doom, first of all, there's never going to be another MF Doom. There's only one MF Doom. So rest in peace to him. But it's just, yo, that messed up my whole New Year's Eve. And I understand that, you know, from what I read, that he transitioned in October. It would have messed it up then. But sad. Just a sad situation. So anyway, my biggest condolence to his family, friends, co-collaborators, all of that. I know they feeling it. Sometimes people say, oh, how you could show love for somebody you never met? For me personally, it's easy. I don't have to meet you to love you. I don't have to get to know everything about you to love you. Like, especially as an artist. If you're a dope artist, it's gonna scream out in your music. It's gonna scream out in your presence. It's gonna scream out in your vibrations. How you give and what you say to the masses, how your delivery is in your music. What's up, DJ Rasta Roots? It's gonna do that. You can love anybody. You know, I've loved a lot of artists that I didn't even know personally, but their music was epically dope. You know, Prodigy, Fife, rest in peace to them. The list goes on. You know, quality is in the music. It is. What's this? Anyway, so on another note, let me tell you something. I'm noticing that you got managers out here making good managers look crazy. I took notice to an artist. Well, actually, I took notice to a manager who his artist got killed, and within days, minutes, seconds, the manager was on social media doing an interview. I'm gonna tell you something. As artist manager, if I lose an artist, God forbid, I never want to experience that. I'm not going to be on social media having a whole conversation and my artist just passed away. Like, I don't understand that. Even if I have so much to say, it's going to take time. I know everybody grieves, differently, but I'm just like... So anyway, notice this artist manager, his artist passed away. He's online. He's doing an interview, and he's just talking about the situation. But nevertheless, there's footage out there, and everything if you watch the interview from front to back, I think the interview is maybe 45 minutes, maybe to an hour. Watch the interview front to back, and it's nothing what the artist manager is saying. And you like, wait a minute. You said you did this, you said you did that. It looks so suspect. And my question is, like, did you forget what you did or what happened? Because images and videos and audio, it doesn't lie. No matter how much you try to edit certain things, the truth is out there. And it's just like, this artist manager looked like he set his artist up to get killed. It's just so very obvious. Like, all the evidence is like right in people's face. Something is wrong. I'm gonna tell you guys, if you're an artist, and then at a crucial time, a moment in your life where you get killed, that you realize that you have been set up by your manager or whoever else. Like, that is insane to me. Let me tell you something, guys. I think the manager is going to get killed because people see the truth. The truth is all on video. And it doesn't look good. And the manager is like, oh, I'm going to retire now. Remind you, he's young. I think he's in his 20s. Yeah, 20s, late 20s, or maybe early 30s. And he's talking about retirement. What manager retires in their 20s and 30s? Unless they're just making extreme amounts of money, they don't want to do the business no more. Because let's be real, artist management is a hard situation. It is. It's not easy work, because you gotta deal with a person's emotions. You have somebody's career in your hand. You have a lot of things going on. So, but yeah, he talked about retiring, and I'm just like, oh yeah, you did something wrong, because you're already talking about retirement. if you're really into managing people and you have like passion for it. Like when I decided that I wanted to manage, is because I had passion to manage, not because I needed money, not because it was for an ego thing. No, it's because I really want to help the artists. I really want to help the artists get to the next level. I really want to see the artists succeed. I support the artists. I love the artists. I want to make sure that they get the very best there is in life that's out there. And if I'm able to obtain it correctly, that's the plan. But it's just so disappointing when you realize and you find out in the industry it's not really all like that with everyone. Very rarely. And this is why a lot of artists, managers, they get blamed for stuff, and the list goes on. So, I mean, think about it, guys. You got all these young black men getting killed. They're getting killed, and no one is questioning the manager. You know, even if, and don't get me wrong, because a lot of times, even if it's not it's sometimes in certain situations, it's not the manager's fault. But still, the manager eventually should have some answers. You know? If an artist is alleviated and they're not in their right mind, or whatever the case is, why wouldn't you as an artist manager make sure your artists get home safely? Make sure they have ample amount of security. Even if you can't bring guns into a club, you still should have an ample amount. It should be just secured for your artists. I know at times you got artists that want to do what they want to do. You know, they want to have a little bit of independence and not people telling them what to do. But when you're managing someone's career, you have to protect, pretty much Wu-Tang, drop something. You have to protect their neck. You have to protect them at all costs, even when they don't want to hear it. You know how many times I've told artists things that they didn't want to hear? It's the truth. It wasn't to hurt them. It wasn't to offend them. It was the truth. You know? But when you see artists, 20s, early 30s getting killed left and right, you're like, oh my God. They don't have the right team. Anyway, disappointing. Let me tell you. I would say every year someone will always hit me up about artist management. And at this point, when I've experienced so much, good and bad, I'm very careful. You got to be careful who you manage. You know, you got to make sure that they don't have bridges they've burned, or they have major mental health issues. The list goes on, you know. But the way I see stuff going on in the industry, I don't know if I would want to manage again. And if I do, it would be rule. Well, it's always rules, but it would be major rules, you know? It would be. If you're gonna be an artist, don't go major. It's not worth it anymore. And you see what's happening. Everything is right there in front of our faces, guys. You know, a lot of artists now worth more dead than alive, and that is like really sad. Really sad. If you ever notice that when underground artists, if something happened to them and they transition, you see them all over publications and everything. Oh, rest in peace. That was a good artist. He was so dope. She was so dope. List goes on. But they never could get that when they was alive and they was grinding it out. You know, the only love they would get is from really die-hard fans and admirers that love their music. Sad. Anyway, on another note, I'm looking at this Tasha K and versus Jaguar Wright situation. It is a whole mess. First of all, Tasha K is messy. She doesn't do great journalism as she should for her to be the biggest YouTuber. She doesn't fact check. She puts out stuff that's not true, and then partial stuff that's true. It's just a whole mess. Jaguar Wright, she's hurt. She's just like a hurt person. What's up? And, you know, you're just looking at two black women just going in on each other. Surviving Jaguar Wright. Wow. I'm just like, this interview. When is this interview going to come out? Supposedly interview. Messy. We got a whole bunch of things going on in this world right now. And you got YouTubers and artists bickering back and forth about stuff. I'm looking at politics and how, oh my goodness, they took 8-9 months to pass a stimulus. Listen, anything is better than nothing, but I'm just gonna tell you, like, for real, like, people, we gotta get organized. We gotta unify. $600. You know, I'm just saying, I live in New York. New York alone, you could spend $600 within 1 minute, 5 minutes. But people like Nancy Pelosi is doing press interviews about her expensive refrigerators and her lavish ice cream. It's just so crazy. People need money. Some people unemployed. Listen, I would count my blessings. My job, I work in corporate. They drive me crazy. They really do. But they have held me down. I can't even complain with that. Throughout all of these situations throughout the years, I've been in my job going on now 17 years. What's up? And they held me down, but it's just like, people need money. People lost their jobs. People got mortgages. Let me tell you, I am so glad I don't have a mortgage right now. I'm glad. I would be upset. Could you imagine you have a mortgage or you have rent and you need to pay your rent and stuff, and then you lose your job and use up all your savings, and then you realize all that you invest, you might lose it all? But then in Canada and other places, especially Canada, they gave their citizens $2,000 a month for a year. But America claimed that they're so great. They're not great. Everything needs to be reformed here. And then you wonder why people are moving out of the U.S. because they can go somewhere else and live a better life and not be as stressed. I tell you. All I ask you guys is to really look and pay attention and don't just accept whatever politicians tell you, government tells you, the list goes on. Don't accept it. You have to do your research. You have to find out the truth for yourself. And trust me, the information is online. It is. Anyway. Just disappointed. I mean, last year was like highs and lows. Like, seriously. But celebrities dying, small businesses closing down. But corporate, Target, Walmart, the list goes on. They are making tons of money. BJ's. But then you got the small business, they're closing, or you can't eat in a restaurant, or what. It's a mess. Anyway, guys. I hope you have a good day. I hope you take care of yourself. I hope that you prepare for the best or for the worst, because you just never know. If you don't take any advice from me, please do take this advice. Anybody who watched this video, I really need you guys to stock up on food, water, which is very important, and to not take you know what. The information is out there. I don't know what people are thinking about. They're just going and taking the shot and thinking it's whatever and having after effects later. I'm just telling you guys, prepare. On a good note, I plan on buying that Sade vinyl box set. It's $179, but I plan on buying it, and I plan on doing an unboxing. Right now it's on pre-order. Shout out to Sade. That is an artist I wish I could meet in person. Sade is that artist. I've listened to Sade since 7 years old. But yes, her box set is on pre-order, and I want to get it. I plan on getting it. So if you don't know about it, go pre-order it, get it, let me know when you get it. I plan on getting it, and I got big plans for 2021. That's all I could say. Thank you for everyone who has followed me on my Instagram. Also, don't forget to swing on over to my YouTube channel. I'm in the process of trying to do more videos. My channel is slowly growing. Shout out to 300 plus? Yeah, 300 plus of y'all. Thank you. My YouTube channel is pretty much from a black woman's perspective, about music, vinyl, commentary, life, makeup, fashion, the list goes on. A mixture of everything. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, guys, take care, be safe, and I will see you on the next live. Peace. Mm.